What if I told you that one of the most powerful tools for feeling better after 60 isn't something you need a prescription for, nor is it a fancy supplement or even a surgery? It's something so simple, so accessible, that most of us already have it sitting right in our kitchen. I'm talking about baking soda. I know, it sounds too good to be true, right? Most of us use it to freshen the fridge or clean up around the house, but very few realize it holds the potential to ease joint pain, improve digestion, help with skin irritation, and even provide relief in areas where nothing else seems to work. And all of this can happen with just a few cents per use. I'm Dr. Eisenberg, and in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you how something as simple as baking soda can tackle 7 common health problems that many seniors face. No complicated routines, no expensive pills, just a humble ingredient that can make a real difference. Now, if you haven't already, take a moment to subscribe to this channel and turn on the bell so you won't miss any of these life-changing tips for feeling healthier, stronger, and more in control as you age. And if you find this video helpful, leave me a comment and let me know your thoughts and where you are watching from. I'm always listening, and your feedback helps me continue to create content that serves you. All right, let's dive in. Let's start with the first common issue that many people over 60 experience, which is often quietly frustrating but easily manageable when you know what to do about it. 1. Groin, thigh, and lower body itching/irritation. If you're over 60, you may have noticed a persistent problem that many men and women don't talk about: itching, dryness, or irritation around the groin, thighs, and lower body. It's one of those things that tends to creep up slowly, and before you know it, it's part of your daily routine. You wake up scratching in the middle of the night, or maybe you avoid certain activities because the discomfort is just too much to bear. It might seem like something that just comes with getting older, but here's the truth. It doesn't have to be that way. I once spoke with a patient named Jack who was 70. He was still pretty active, walking every day and keeping up with his hobbies. But Jack was also dealing with constant irritation around his groin. He tried everything: creams, powders, even prescription meds, but nothing seemed to help. One day he came to me and asked, "Doc, is this just part of getting older?" The answer was simple. No, it doesn't have to be. In fact, baking soda might just be the easiest, most effective solution. You see, when you add baking soda to a warm bath, something remarkable happens. The baking soda works to balance the pH of your skin, which is often irritated by things like sweat, soap, or even just the friction from daily movement. By neutralizing the acidity on the skin surface, it helps reduce inflammation and soothes those itchy, irritated areas. I told Jack to give it a try. Add half a cup of baking soda to your bathwater and soak for 15 to 20 minutes. The first time he tried it, he called me the next day with a smile in his voice. "Doc, I can't believe it," he said. "For the first time in weeks, I slept through the night without scratching. I feel like myself again." And that's the beauty of it. You don't need fancy creams or pills. You just need something simple, natural, and effective. Plus, it's not just for your groin. If you've got dry or irritated skin anywhere on your body, the baking soda bath can help restore comfort, making you feel lighter and more at ease in your own skin. 2. Indigestion and acid reflux. Now, if you're like many people over 60, you've probably experienced that uncomfortable burning sensation in your chest after meals, heartburn. You know, that feeling that makes you dread eating, wondering if you'll pay for it an hour later with that intense, irritating acid reflux. It's not just a nuisance. It can affect your appetite, your enjoyment of food, and even disrupt your sleep. I had a patient named George, 74, who loved his meals. He was a good cook and enjoyed sitting down with his family for a big dinner. But over time, George started noticing something. After every meal, Whether it was something rich or something as simple as a sandwich, he'd get that burning sensation in his chest that made him feel miserable. No matter what he tried, antacids, dietary changes, nothing seemed to work long term. I asked George how long he'd been dealing with this, and his answer was heartbreaking. It's been going on for months now. I just don't want to eat anymore. I'm tired of feeling this way after every meal. That's when I suggested something he wasn't expecting: baking soda. It's simple, inexpensive, and effective. All you need is half a teaspoon of baking soda dissolved in a glass of water. Baking soda, being alkaline, helps neutralize the excess stomach acid that causes heartburn and reflux. Unlike those commercial antacids, it doesn't contain aluminum or artificial chemicals, just a natural solution that can work in minutes. George was a little skeptical at first, but after a few days of trying it, he came back to me with surprising news. "Doc," he said, "I had pasta for the first time in months without the usual burning. It really works. I feel so much better." It's amazing how such a simple remedy can restore the joy of eating, allowing you to enjoy meals without the fear of discomfort afterward. The best part? It's clean, natural, and you probably have it sitting right in your kitchen. 3. Foot health and odor. As we get older, it's not just the joints and muscles that start to give us trouble. Our feet often take a real hit too. You might not talk about it often, but many seniors experience foot pain, swelling, cracking, and yes, that stubborn foot odor that no matter how much you wash seems to linger. I spoke with Tom, 72, who had been a landscaper for most of his life. He spent decades on his feet, moving around constantly. Now, he was retired, but his feet were still giving him trouble. "I can't stand it anymore, Doc," he told me. "My feet hurt all the time. They're cracked, and no matter what I do, they always smell. I'm embarrassed even taking my shoes off around my wife." This is a common issue for many older adults. As our skin gets thinner and circulation slows, it's easy to develop foot discomfort, dryness, and odor. Plus, many seniors have less flexibility, making it harder to care for their feet properly. But what if I told you that something as simple as baking soda could help turn it all around? I recommended Tom try a foot soak with baking soda. All you need is a few tablespoons of baking soda dissolved in warm water and soak your feet for 20 minutes. The baking soda helps neutralize the bacteria that causes odor, soothes inflammation, and even helps soften cracked skin. Tom was skeptical, but willing to try anything at that point. A month later, he came back to see me with a big grin on his face. "Doc, I'm walking without pain and the smell's gone. I even put my feet up on the couch the other night. My wife didn't say a word. I've got new feet." Baking soda's alkaline properties not only neutralize the bacteria and help control foot odor, but it also soothes the skin and reduces swelling. The best part? It's affordable and easy to do. A few minutes a few times a week can help bring your feet back to life, giving you that extra comfort and confidence. 4. Denture freshness and oral health. As we age, one of the more personal issues many seniors face is the discomfort of wearing dentures or dealing with oral hygiene concerns. If you've ever worn dentures, you know how challenging it can be to keep them feeling fresh and clean. And for those who struggle with dry mouth, it can seem like no matter how often you brush, there's always that lingering odor or discomfort. I remember speaking with Frank, 78, who had recently transitioned to full dentures. He was an outgoing man, always joking around and telling stories. But when it came to his dentures, he felt defeated. "Doc, I can't shake this feeling that my dentures aren't clean enough," he said. "No matter how much I brush or rinse, they always seem to smell, and it makes me embarrassed to talk too close to anyone. I don't even want to kiss my wife anymore." That's a story I've heard countless times from other seniors. The transition to dentures can be emotionally tough, and dealing with discomfort or bad breath only adds to the stress. But I offered Frank a simple natural solution: baking soda. Baking soda is a gentle yet effective way to clean dentures. Instead of using harsh chemicals that could leave a bad taste or residue, baking soda works to neutralize odors and lift away debris, all while being kind to sensitive gums and oral tissues. Just dissolve a teaspoon of baking soda in warm water and soak your dentures for a few minutes. This natural remedy is simple and doesn't have the overpowering chemicals that many commercial products use. Frank tried it, and a couple of weeks later, he came back to me with a new attitude. "Doc, I don't feel like I've lost my dignity anymore. My dentures feel fresh, and I'm not embarrassed to talk or kiss my wife. You were right, it really works." So, if you wear dentures or even partials, give baking soda a try. Not only does it help keep your dentures clean, but it also helps eliminate that lingering smell, giving you the confidence to smile and speak freely again. 5. Gout and joint pain. One of the most painful and frustrating issues that men over 60 can deal with is joint pain, and especially gout. If you've ever experienced the sharp, burning pain of a gout flare-up, you know how debilitating it can be. For those unfamiliar, gout is caused by uric acid buildup in the joints, and when it strikes, it can feel like a sharp, intense pain that takes over your entire foot or other joints. It often comes on suddenly, usually at night, making even the smallest movement unbearable. I had a patient named Robert, 68, a former construction worker who had spent most of his life on his feet. He told me, "Doc, I feel like I'm falling apart. Every couple of months, this pain in my toe or ankle flares up out of nowhere, and it's so intense, I can't even put on a shoe. It's been hard for me to do the things I love, like walking my dog or even climbing the stairs." Robert's story is one that's all too familiar for many seniors. Gout doesn't just affect your physical mobility, it chips away at your sense of freedom and comfort. But the good news? There's a simple natural remedy that might help ease that pain and give you back some control over your body. Baking soda. Since baking soda is alkaline, it can help neutralize the excess acidity in your blood and joints, making it harder for uric acid to build up and cause those painful flare-ups. It's simple, just mix half a teaspoon of baking soda into a glass of water and drink it once a day, especially during the early signs of a flare-up. For many people, this small change can make a big difference. Robert was a bit skeptical at first. After all, a glass of water with baking soda sounded a little too simple to really help. But after just a few days of trying it, he returned to my office with some good news. "Doc, I can't believe it. I've been walking without that sharp pain in my toe. It's not completely gone, but the difference is huge. I can enjoy my walks again." It's not a cure for gout, and it doesn't replace the need for medical treatment when necessary, but baking soda can provide relief during a flare-up. When you feel that sharp pain, starting this natural remedy can help neutralize some of that acidity and ease the pressure. 6. Urinary discomfort. For many older adults, urinary discomfort is a common, yet rarely discussed issue. The feeling of constant pressure, the burning sensation when you urinate, or even the frustration of never feeling like your bladder is fully emptied can be exhausting. It's not just uncomfortable, it can cause anxiety and disrupt your day-to-day life. I remember a patient named Alan, 71, who had been experiencing frequent, painful urination for months. "Doc, I feel like I'm always running to the bathroom, and when I do, it burns. I'm tired of it and I don't know what to do," he said. Alan's frustration was evident, and I knew exactly what he was talking about. Many men and women over 60 struggle with urinary discomfort, whether it's from an aging prostate mild irritation, or medication side effects. But here's the good news. You don't have to live with that discomfort. Baking soda can help. What baking soda does is help neutralize the acidity in your urine. By making your urine less acidic, it can reduce the burning or stinging sensation that often accompanies urinary issues. It's a simple and natural way to provide some relief. For Alan, I recommended mixing just half a teaspoon of baking soda in a glass of water and drinking it once or twice a day for a few days. It's not a long-term solution, but it can help when you're dealing with mild urinary discomfort. A week later, Alan came back and couldn't stop smiling. "Doc, I don't know how to thank you. I'm not running to the bathroom every 5 minutes anymore, and the burning is practically gone. I'm sleeping better, and I feel more comfortable going about my day." So, if you're struggling with urinary discomfort, give baking soda a try. It's simple, natural, and can make a noticeable difference. Just remember, if the discomfort is persistent or severe, always check in with your doctor for a more thorough diagnosis. 7. Canker sores. Canker sores may seem like a small issue, but if you've ever had one, you know how painful and annoying they can be. The slightest touch while eating or drinking can turn a simple meal into a miserable experience. For many older adults, these sores seem to appear more frequently, and they can take longer to heal as we age. The worst part? Over-the-counter mouth rinses and creams can sting, dry out your mouth, or just not work as well as promised. I had a patient named Frank, 73, who was dealing with recurring canker sores that made eating a challenge. "Doc, I've got this one on the inside of my cheek, and it won't go away. It hurts when I chew, and I can't even enjoy a cup of coffee without it stinging." Frank's frustration was understandable. When you're dealing with a persistent sore in your mouth, it feels like it affects everything: your appetite, your social life, even your mood. But here's the thing, the solution might be simpler than you think. Instead of relying on mouth rinses that sting or don't seem to help, try baking soda. Baking soda has natural antiseptic properties, and its alkaline nature helps to soothe the mouth and promote healing by neutralizing the acids that aggravate canker sores. It's easy. Just dissolve half a teaspoon of baking soda in a glass of warm water and swish it around your mouth a few times a day. Frank tried this and came back after a week, looking much more at ease. "Doc, I can actually eat again without wincing. The sore is almost gone, and I don't feel that constant pain anymore. It didn't burn when I rinsed my mouth, just a soothing feeling." For many seniors, this simple rinse not only helps speed up healing, but also makes those daily activities like eating and talking much more comfortable. It's a little remedy that can make a big difference, restoring your comfort and confidence without any harsh chemicals. The quiet power of simple remedies. So, as we've seen today, sometimes the simplest solutions are the ones that work the best. Baking soda, something most of us have in our kitchen, isn't just for baking or cleaning. It's a versatile natural remedy that can help with so many of the common issues we face as we age. From soothing skin irritation, easing digestive discomfort, and reducing the pain of gout, to freshening dentures, neutralizing urinary discomfort, and even speeding up the healing of canker sores, baking soda can truly make a difference. It's not about magic pills or complicated treatments. It's about using what's already at your fingertips to take control of your health. Sometimes, the best remedies are the ones that are simple, affordable, and accessible to everyone. When you incorporate something like baking soda into your daily routine, you're giving your body the gentle, effective support it needs. And here's the thing, every small change adds up. When your body starts to feel better, your mind follows. You move more freely, sleep better, and feel more confident. That peace of mind and comfort is so much more than just physical. It touches every part of your life. Whether it's taking a walk without pain, enjoying a meal without fear of heartburn, or simply feeling more comfortable in your own skin. These little moments of relief add up to a much bigger impact. I hope you found these tips helpful and that they give you some ideas for how you can take care of yourself naturally and effectively. If you've tried any of these remedies or have your own experiences with baking soda, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your stories. And if you know someone else who could benefit from these tips, share this video with them. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the bell so you never miss another tip on how to live stronger, healthier, and more comfortably as you age. Thank you for watching, and remember, simple solutions often bring the greatest comfort.